Welcome to this special edition of Todd's Video Games and More. Today I have in my hands a brand new kit from highscoresaves.com. This is a multi-kit for the Red Tent Versus system. You might remember I restored this system last summer, and in that system I put two games, Super Mario Brothers on this side and Golf on the other. Since that time, those are the only two games I've been able to play. But with this fantastic new kit, we'll be able to play multiple games on this side, multiple games on that side, and even play head-to-head games from one screen to the other. So I'm very excited to get this installed and see what it can do. All right, let's get this thing unboxed and see what we have. Looks like we have 3 parts inside, individually wrapped. The adapter for the NES gun. So we're going to use the Nintendo light gun rather than one made specifically for the Red Tent or Play Choice 10. Here we have an adapter board that's going to go between our existing board and our harness in order to use some of the new features of the Red Tent Multigame. And then lastly, we have a set of chips and daughter boards to use on our actual board in order to use the Red Tent functions. Alright, let's get this thing opened up so we can access the boards inside. Here we have the main circuit board right here. And now we're going to carefully remove the wire harnesses. There's one. And there's the other. And now we can pull the board up and out, just like that. Next step is to remove all of these ROMs, the PPU and the CPU from each side. So we'll do that very carefully. All right, now we have both of our cards ready. Got the chips in place. We're going to transfer them to each side of the board over here. This is side A, basically our main side, and this is side B. Very gently, and making sure we don't bend any of these pins, insert it into this section of the board. Looks like this needs to bend down a little, and this needs to bend down a little to make this happen. Probably will need the same things here. Try again. All right, there's one side. Now we'll take this and we'll slide it onto the front of our board, which is not the easiest thing to do all at once. But it's on. So now we're going to put these cables in. The red pin is pin 1. It's going to go on this side. And this side over here. Good. And then we have another one for the other side. Drop it right in there. And all the way down. Our kit is complete. All right, we're going to carefully slide this back in to its holder. And then we're going to hook our harnesses back up. We have one right here, which is a little harder to do now. There it goes. And then this one up here. And it's on just like that. Let's hook it back up. And now we'll close it back up. All right, I powered it up. Looks like we have Clue Land on this side and Excite Bike on this side, so something's happening. Now we can cycle through the games by holding down player 4 button and moving the joystick left and right. Now this is Wrecking Crew, which is a 2-player game, so the other side has to be set to Wrecking Crew for this game to start. This is versus tennis, same thing. This is Balloon Fight, but doesn't appear to be working correctly yet. Then we have Hogan's Alley. And Duck Hunt. And on this side, we have Clue Land, Ice Climber, Mighty Bomb Jack. This is another 2-player game that has to be coordinated with the other side. Same with this. Then we have a duplicate of Ice Climber. There's a bug in the system where it duplicates game number 2 and game number 6. We have Battle City and Pinball. Now this is what it's like doing a 2-player game across screens. So this is Wrecking Crew. So we can hit the 2-player start over here, 2-player start over here, and then we are battling across screens. We have versus tennis, receiving side, serving side, and if we hold down the player 4 button, we give ourselves a credit. Now I have the gun attachment hooked up, and so we can now play gun games on this red tent. All right, so there you have it. We've got the Red Tent multi-versus system from High Score Saves installed. We've got all kinds of new games to play on this Red Tent. I might start it off with a little Tetris. Until the next episode, this has been Todd's Video Games and More.